apps.
Apps?
Yeah, we got apps. We got free apps.
Welcome to the Daily Appster. The short time we spend together today is devoted to iOS applications, either for the iPhone, iPod Touch, or iPad. Not just any applications, but free ones. I'm James, and I sort through all the terrible application muck to find the gems you've been searching for. This is the Daily Appster for May 10th, 2011. I have a bunch of apps for you today, and they're all awesome. First app I want to talk about is a game. It's called Slider. It's Z-L-I-D-E-R. This is kind of like a puzzler arcade game. It's really interesting the way it works. You've got this ball, and it's going along a track. And you've got these big patterns of blue and red obstacles that are in its way. And the ball is going to be moving along this track no matter what. You're actually only able to move the red and the blue obstacles. You can move the red obstacles with your left thumb. You can move the blue obstacles with your right thumb. You only move those up and down, so you're trying to get stuff out of the way of the track. The track will end up moving in different directions as you get further along in the levels. It'll actually split, and then there'll be two balls along these tracks, and you're just trying to make it through the level. The graphics are awesome. You're trying to grab 3 gems in the level. Check out Slider. Next up, I have 2 apps that seem like they're pretty cool. The first one's called Temperature Now with an exclamation point, and the second one is called Humidity Now. And these do basically what you think they do. They tell you what the current temperature is and what the current humidity is. But the way they do it is what's really cool. You know the little badge number, the little red number on top of the mail icon that shows how many emails that you have unread? The little notification there? Well, that's what this uses. The first time you launch this, it's going to figure out where you are, and it's going to ask if it can send you, those badges. And from that point forward, it's going to show with a little badge number what the current temperature is, or what the current humidity is. I don't quite need to know at a glance what the current humidity is. I just thought I'd throw that in there because I thought this was really neat. The temperature thing seems really awesome. I'll be holding on to this app indefinitely. So check those out. Temperature Now and Humidity Now. The next 2 apps are freeappaday.com apps. The first one is called Epic War TD. Epic War TD. And TD stands for Tower Defense. This is a tower defense game. You've got a long track, and you're placing towers, and these towers are shooting at enemies walking along the path. You need to take them out before they get to the end. This is a really nice one. It's really well done. I'm just not that big into tower defense, but I know a lot of people are, so check out Epic War TD. A little more up my alley is Wriggle. And Wriggle is a puzzle game a lot like, if you remember back a few episodes, True Puzzle, that kind of steampunky one where you've got the little trains of gems that you're moving around the board. Well, this is the same kind of thing, except you're moving little worms, these different multicolored worms. And you have to move them through these pathways so that the blue worm will get to the exit. It doesn't matter where the other worms go, you just have to move them out of the way to get the blue worm to the exit. There's a ton of levels here. There's a lot of fun. You like puzzles? Get Wriggle. Next up is I'm Just Browsing. I'm Just Browsing. And this is very similar to an app I talked about a while back called SpyPic. And that app allowed you to take pictures without anyone knowing that you're taking pictures. Well, this is like that, only it's a bit better. You're able to take pictures while this is going. You're actually able to take video, but you're also able to browse. It's a browsing window, and you're able to actually, move that around and browse the internet while you're doing this. You can change the transparency of the little preview window, and a really cool feature is that when you set the phone down, it'll just show the browsing window. It won't show the preview window anymore. That'll kind of fade as you set it down. Very cool. I'm Just Browsing. Next up is also freeappaday.com app, and it's called Iron Commando Pro. Iron Commando Pro. Now, this isn't going to be for everybody. This is a side-scrolling shooter, and it's very difficult, and it's pretty much Contra. It's done with a simpler style. But all the basic mechanics are here. You're jumping, you're shooting the little flying power-up things, you're shooting guys, you're shooting these turrets, and you're trying to make it through the level. It's very difficult. Word to the wise, in the options menu, there is an option to switch from 3 lives up to 8. So go ahead and do that. Do yourself a favor. It's a lot of fun if you like Contra, or if you like very difficult side-scrolling shooter platforming games. Iron Commando Pro. Last app I want to talk about is called Super 8. Super, and then the number 8. And that is the name of the big blockbuster movie that's coming out about kids and I think like an alien or something. And I don't really know much about the movie, but this application's really cool. It is a Super 8 camera emulator. This allows you to shoot video in an old sort of Super 8 style. You know, you can make it all grainy, you can make it have these weird lens flares, you can... all kinds of really cool effects. Lots of options there. You can actually flip the camera around and you can, you can open up the film canister and you can flip it around and you can change lenses to different kinds of lenses. You can do like a chromatic lens or black and white or X-ray or infrared. All these cool lenses that you can change. You can then arrange these clips together and add credits and film titles and all that stuff. It says it's free for a limited time, so I guess at some point they're going to start charging for it. So if that sounds fun to you, check out Super 8. And that's all the apps I have for you today. You can follow the show and find links to all the apps I've talked about at thebigskillet.com. If you'd like to email me for any reason at all, you can do that at thedailyapster@gmail.com. And I'm on Twitter at twitter.com/thedailyapster. Thanks to iCactus for the opening and closing music. Until next time, enjoy your free apps.